Would you do if your neighbor came to your front door in a barely controlled rage? 1. I had this happen to me. My family and I were at home one evening, when all of a sudden someone started frantically pounding on my front door. My wife opened the door to the neighbor lady who was crying hysterically. She invited her in, and she told us her husband was in a rage, and had put his hands on her. About that time, the husband came charging through my front door, and began verbally assaulting his wife with profanity at the top of his lungs. In my living room, before I had a chance to address the situation, my older daughter told him to tone it down, at which point he responded with "Shut the F. #K up, B hash, CH. The words barely left his lips before those lips were introduced to my fist. Turns out he had no interest in fighting another man. Once he found his feet, he was out my front door faster than he barged in. I'm sure most of the folks reading this will be disgusted with my actions. I don't care. What does matter to me, is the opinion of that man's wife. Years later, she thanked me, saying he never put his hands on her again. Not because he didn't want to, but because he was afraid she would run to my house. Fine by me. 2. Well, being a single old lady of 75,